Hi Stampers, it's Lauren again from Stamping in the Tropics. I hope you've been enjoying our World Card Making Day spectacular this weekend with so many videos and challenges and projects to inspire you and help you along with your crafting. I would love to know what your favorite is, and it doesn't have to be mine, wink wink, but make sure you comment and share some love on any of the projects from any of our talented creators that you have loved over the weekend. This project that we're going to do today, again, features Frosted Forest. Hope you caught my video yesterday where we used Misty Moonlight to create a Night Forest card. Today we're going to go a little bit more classic Christmas with red and green. So let's get started. So pretty much the same as yesterday, but we'll go again for anyone who's missed the first video. We are going to stamp out the large Christmas tree because that's the one that I love. But where did I put it? There it is. And as per my video yesterday, I don't edit out any of my little mistakes. I like you to see that it happens all live, mistakes, warts, and all. I will only edit the video if something like the phone rings or the dogs bark or something happens that really, like you're watching nothing because I've gone to find something or whatever. So I've stamped that out in Garden Green, which is one of my favorite greens. It's just nice and bright and vibrant and happy. Leaving the Garden Green out because we're going to do some masking. So remember, we have our images. Now this, I always wipe these off. This is only because I just not 5 minutes ago was using it. So I haven't wiped it off yet. Remembering that we have a notch to help us slide it up and the letters A, B, and C. So we're going to use A and B on this card. Yesterday we used the C one, which was our snow. We're not snowing today, but we're going to take the A card. Whoops. Oh, I have just got some ink on my mask, so I'm just wiping that straight off so we don't get that on our card. All right, so we're going with the A. Okay. And we're going to line it up on the stamped image. Now you can hold it with your fingers like I prefer to do, or use some washi tape. It is up to you. I use my fingers because I can never find my washi tape. So just bringing that up so you can see it. So you can see that the notch will help us line it up. So line it up till you're happy with that it's covering up your image. Remembering, if it's not perfect, it won't matter. All right, Garden Green on my blending brush. Okay, now I have started out a bit dark because I didn't start on the edge like I normally try to do, but that's okay because it's going to give us some light and dark. And like in my video yesterday, you know, we like to say there's no mistakes in crafting, only reasons to add more embellishments or to cover it up. But honestly, sometimes you got to cut them suckers off or start again, or, you know, it's just paper. We're here to craft for success, not stress. So please don't get hung up on it. You can see I'm just running over it really quick, just pulling off some of that extra ink. Okay, look at that. How easy was that to color? All right, we could stop there, or we could go to the next image. This one, you can see this one is much easier to line up than the blue yesterday that I was having trouble seeing. But remember, that's what the notches are for, and I've forgotten to show you the notch again. So here you can see the notch. Very simply, you can do that so that you can line it up. Okay, but because I didn't do it on the first one, it doesn't, at this stage, it doesn't really matter for me. All right, lining it up. This is just going to give me a second layer of color. Remember that I'm using the same color for my images this weekend. I'm using Garden Green on Garden Green on Garden Green, but I have made some really nice cards using like old olive and garden green, or granny apple green and old olive. So really you can mix and match. Don't feel restricted. I'm just trying to keep things simple and easy. All right, there's my two-tone Christmas tree. Okay, and you can see that even where I went a little bit darker, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so putting my masks to the side, I am finished with the green for the minute. Okay, so I have, gosh, I must be the most disorganized. There we go. I have gone ahead and cut that out using the dies. And this is the tree I prepared earlier. And you see, like trees in the forest, no two are the same, but they're all beautiful. I've taken a matte. This time I'm using a real red base, and it's just my standard size, just a half sheet of the A4. I'm going to make it into a landscape card this time. And I have cut down a white panel, half a centimetre smaller than the size of my card front. And then I have used the basic borders die to cut a bottom edge on it. Okay, and I'm going to stick that down. Okay. Stamp and seal. I do prefer to use tape, but it didn't look very elegant in the last one, me pulling off all the back. So I found my stamping seal. All right, so that's sitting there quite nicely. I'm going to use dimensionals to put the tree on. Okay, I like to use up these little bits on the side of the dimensionals as well. Okay, so I just tend to cut them into pieces. Okay, and put them on the back of the tree. So leave me a comment how you like to decorate your stamped trees. Do you like to add embellishments, or do you like to add a bit of glitter? Maybe you're a glitter glue person. Do you like to leave them natural and have them with no embellishment at all? And I'd also love to hear what you're planning for your Christmas trees this year. I have so many Christmas decorations, but I think I have a big box of pink, blue, and purple and silver from when that was the craze a while ago now. But I bought all the things, so I might do that. Last year I did a more traditional red, green, and gold, but this year I might do pink, purple, and silver, and blue. All right, so I'm going to stick that just below the dip in the card. Okay, I'm now going to take my greetings of the season, and I'm going to show you a trick for lining up some of these smaller sentiments. So so I've got my acrylic block, and I'm going to use Merry Christmas. So I've already pulled those out, and I'm going to line them up here on my grid paper. And if you don't have grid paper, that's quite all right. You can use lined paper in a notebook, and you can line them up one at a time if you need to. But I can see here, if you can see that Merry is all written on one line. Christmas is almost all in one line. Some of these fonts are really hard. And I can see it's more or less centered. So I've got my real red ink. I'm going to just stamp it onto my grid paper just to check that I'm happy with how it looks. Okay, that's pretty good. It looks off because I've just chucked it on, but I think you'll find it's pretty straight. Alrighty, coming back to this image, this card. So you got a couple of options here. We could stamp it down here on the red. We could stamp it up here on the white. I had originally planned to do on the red, but my sentiment is now a little bit big. So I'm going to stamp it up here onto the white part of the card. Okay. If you ever stamp straight onto a card like that and you're not happy with how it looks once you have stamped it, it's crooked or something, this is my little trick to you. This is not matching color, but do another sentiment, put it onto, cut it onto scrap, cut it out with a die, and you can stick that sucker on over the top and it will look like you meant to. All right, so that's the simple card, almost complete. Don't forget to do the inside of the card. I'm just coming out to my Bling collection. And this is where you can go a little bit nuts, really, honestly. It's up to you what you'd like to add bling wise. I'm going to pull out some red sticky sequins, and these are leftovers from the Christmas countdown calendar kit, which are still available this year. But really, you could use enamel effects, you could use sequins, you can use gems, you could use whatever you wanted. And I don't have any, but if you have got some little stars, put a star at the top, and that'll just be the finishing touch of your project. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got an odd number, and for good luck. Okay, and there we have it. That's a simple card. You can see that there wasn't too much crazy technique in there. It's traditional colors, it's sparkly, it's gorgeous. I'd love to see your versions. Please leave me a comment, show me what you've made along with me today, and please enjoy the rest of the scrapbooking, the card making projects from the whole weekend. If you would like to follow along with more of my crafting adventures, don't forget you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Stamping in the Tropics. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy crafting. Bye.